Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to auto-update Notion databases using AI agent. So let's suppose I'm a blogger and I automatically want to generate the blogs. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Notion, OpenAI. Here I am going to take my AI agent as OpenAI and then Notion again. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I am going to add a new detail in my Notion database, the blog or the content will be automatically generated with the help of OpenAI, and then my database will be automatically updated. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to auto-update Notion database using AI agent. For this, we are going to create automation between Notion and OpenAI with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to auto update Notion databases using AI agent, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to auto update Notion database using AI agent, which means whenever I'm going to add a field in my Notion database, the rest of the fields should be generated with the help of AI agent, and it should be automatically updated in my Notion database, which means whenever I'm going to add a new field topic in this particular field, this complete workflow is going to get triggered because trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to add a new topic in my Notion database and then action says do this, then generate the blog content and update my Notion database. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Notion, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new database item. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Notion. Here I have already logged in my Notion account, and that's why I just need to grant away some permissions and select the pages. So here I'm going to select my Notion database, which is the blog topics, and if you want to select them as all, you can select by clicking on this button and select all the pages. So here I've selected the database, and then I have to click on this allow access. So here authorization successful, which means Notion is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter this database ID. Now if I open my Notion account, you can see that the database ID which I have created is blog topics. So from this drop down, I have selected this. While creating this connection, I have already selected my database as the blog topics, and I can see only one or that database itself. So I have selected that. Now you can see that I have already added a keyword sustainable fashion trends 2025, and I'm going to receive the reply or the response in my Pabbly Connect workflow as soon as I click on the save and send test request. So let me quickly click on the save and send test request, and here here we can see that we have received this response. We have received this content which we have in the database, which is Sustainable Fashion Trends 2025. And we can say that as soon as we have added a topic in this database, we have received that response here in this workflow. And this shows the connection setup that we have created between Notion and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to add a new topic in this database, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I'm going to add a new keyword in my database, I want to generate the content on that. So here in my action application, I'm going to take this as OpenAI, and then in my action event, I'm going to select this as Chat GPT Structured AI Output and then click on Connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I'm going to enter this token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink. And it has taken me towards this API keys page. Now to create a new API key, I simply need to click on this create secret key. First, we have to name this key. So let's say the name is test. The project will be default project and the permissions will be all. And then you simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you need to copy and paste that over here. Here, as I've already an existing connection, I've created this connection multiple times. That's why I'm going to select this as existing connection and then go with save. So here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and next I have to enter all these fields. So first I'm quickly going to select my AI model as GPT-4o Mini. In the roles I'm going to select this as user. In the content user I'm going to enter the prompt now. So here I have entered this prompt. I'm planning a blog post based on the keyword and then I'm going to enter this keyword. But I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. Now here I have received the response from Notion, and when I click on this field, I can see this Notion, and when I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Here I am going to enter this Sustainable Fashion Trends 2025, which is the keyword for the blog, and then I need to enter this response format. Now to enter this, I'm completely going to copy this format and paste that over here, and then in this response format, I'm going to enter the JSON schema. How I'm going to enter this? I'm going to open my OpenAI, and then from here on the top where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this docs. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I am going to open the structured outputs, and it is written try it out in playground or generate a ready to use schema definition to experiment with structured outputs. I am going to click on this generate, and then I am going to enter the fields which I require. If I open my Notion table, you can see that I require this outline and the summary of the blog. So I am going to first write outline and then the summary, and then I have to write type of text, as outline is a type of text, and then give me the outline. Then same for the summary type of text, give me the summary of the blog. Now here I want two fields, and I have entered the field with this particular format, and we have to make sure that whenever we want to get the response of that particular field, we have to enter this same in this particular format itself. Now I'm going to click on this create, and you will see just in few seconds a ready to use JSON schema will be generated, and here it is. We have generated over here. You can see the outline and the summary. Now I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go back towards my workflow, and then I'm going to paste this over here. So this is the schema which we have generated. And now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Over here, the user and the max token are not required fields, so I'm going to skip this. In the sampling type, I'm going to select this as temperature sampling. These fields are not required one, but if you want to get the understanding of these fields, you can visit our YouTube channel. Or if you want to get the detailed explanation of all these fields, you can drop a comment below this video. Here I have entered all the required fields like the content user response format. Then I have entered the sampling type. Now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and let's wait for the response. So here I have received this response. the message content outline and the message content summary. Let's open this outline box, and here we can see the introduction to sustainable fashion, overview of current trends in sustainable fashion, predictions for sustainable fashion trends, consumer behavior shifts, challenges facing sustainable fashion by 2025, and the conclusion. Here I have received the summary also. The blog post will explore the emerging trends in sustainable fashion anticipated for 2025. So this is the outline and the summary which I have generated, and now I want to update that to my Notion database. For that, in my action application, I'm going to click on this add action step button, and then in my action application, I'm going to take this as Notion. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as update page and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Notion. The connection process is same. Now here we have already created this connection. We have the existing connection. So I'm going to go with the save. Now here I need to select my database. In this drop down, I can see that I have this one database, blog topic. So I've selected that. Next, I need to enter this page ID. So I'm going to map this page ID from the response which I've received in this Notion. So here the ID is this one. This is the ID. And then the keywords are already entered. I just need to enter the summary. So here this is the summary which we have received, and then this is the outline which we have received. We are done mapping all the details. Now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that we are going to receive the response. So now let's quickly open my Notion, and here we can see that we have instantly and automatically added all these details. This is the summary which we have generated, and this is the outline of the blog. So here I am quickly going to add one more keyword, like the importance of sports. So here, as Notion is a polling based application, I'll wait for 1 hour and then we are going to check for the response. Polling based application means Pabbly Connect will not check for the response instantly, but it will wait for a specific time, and after that, if we enter anything in the database, it will check for the response after that particular time. You can set your trigger time by clicking on the 3 dots, go towards this set trigger time, and then from this drop down you can select your own trigger time. So here I will wait for some time and I'm going to show you the real time response. So here, after waiting for some time, I have received this response, importance of sports outline which I have generated, and then I have generated this summary also. Now to summarize, we took Notion as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We entered the item or the fields in this database and received that response. Then we moved towards the next step where we wanted OpenAI to generate the outline and the summary for that blog. So we took OpenAI as the action application, and as soon as this outline and the summary was generated, we updated the page with that. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created the automation between Notion, OpenAI and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.